What are you really afraid of? Not the surface level fears like heights or spiders, but the deeper ones that hold you back from living the life you truly want. The fear of failure, of judgment, of not being good enough. These are the fears that grip you tightly, keeping you stuck in the same place year after year. But have you ever stopped to think about what these fears are costing you? Fear is a powerful thing. It creeps in slowly, wrapping around your mind like a heavy fog until you can't see beyond it. It tells you to stay safe, to stick with what you know, to avoid risks because you might get hurt. And on some level, it makes sense. After all, nobody wants to fail, be laughed at, or feel embarrassed. But here's the problem. By avoiding what scares you, you're also avoiding growth. You're avoiding life. You've probably heard people say that fear is just a part of being human, and that's true. But letting fear control your actions, or worse, your entire life, doesn't have to be your reality. What if I told you that everything you want, everything you dream of, is just on the other side of your fear? But you'll never know if you keep letting it hold you down. It's like sitting in a room with the door wide open, but never walking through it because you're too afraid of what's outside. Think about the things you've always wanted to do, but haven't. Maybe it's starting a new business, asking for a promotion, or even just speaking up in a room full of people. Every time you don't take action, every time you hold back, you're letting fear win. And here's the truth. Fear doesn't go away by itself. If anything, it grows the longer you ignore it. The more you let it dictate your choices, the stronger it becomes. Before you know it, years pass, and you're left wondering why you didn't go after the life you wanted. But let's take a step back for a moment. Ask yourself this. What's the worst thing that could happen if you faced your fear? If you really gave it a shot, what's the absolute worst outcome? You might fail. You might be embarrassed. Someone might criticize you. Yes, these things could happen, but will they destroy you? Will they truly ruin your life? Or are they just temporary discomforts that will pass? Now think about the cost of not trying. Imagine being in the same place 5 years from now, still wondering what could have been, still feeling like you missed out. That's the real tragedy here, not the fear itself, but what it's stealing from you. Your potential, your dreams, your happiness. You're giving up so much more than you realize by letting fear have the final say. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of failing, or are you afraid of succeeding? Sometimes, the idea of achieving what we truly want is just as scary as the idea of falling short. Success comes with new challenges, new responsibilities, and new risks. It forces you to grow, to push beyond your comfort zone. But if you never push, if you never even try, how will you know what you're capable of? The fear of judgment is another one that holds many people back. What will people think? What will they say? But ask yourself this: how many of those people actually matter? The truth is, most people are so wrapped up in their own lives, their own struggles, that they aren't paying nearly as much attention to you as you think. And even if they do judge, does it really change anything? Their opinions won't pay your bills, won't give you peace of mind, and certainly won't bring you happiness. Only you can do that. So why give their judgment so much power? Fear of not being good enough might be the most crippling of all. It's that quiet voice in the back of your head that whispers, "Who do you think you are?" It tells you that you're not talented enough, smart enough, or strong enough to make your dreams a reality. But here's the secret. No one starts off feeling good enough. Every successful person you admire, every person who has achieved something great, felt fear and doubt at some point. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. They felt the fear and did it anyway. The truth is, you're capable of so much more than you realize. You have talents, strengths, and resilience that you haven't even tapped into yet. But you'll never discover them if you keep hiding behind your fears. The only way to unlock your potential is to step through the fear, to take that first uncomfortable step into the unknown. Yes, it's scary. Yes, you'll probably fail at some point. But failure isn't the end. It's a part of the process, a stepping stone on the path to success. Each time you fail, you learn, you grow, you get closer to where you want to be. The real failure is in not trying at all. The real failure is letting fear rob you of your life. You don't have to be fearless, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to take action, even when it's hard, even when you're scared. The fear will never fully disappear, but the more you face it, the weaker it becomes. So what are you waiting for? Are you really going to let fear keep you stuck, keep you small, keep you from the life you deserve? Or are you going to stand up, face it head on, and break free? The choice is yours, and only you can make it. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. Because every day you don't, you're giving fear more power, more control. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break free. You have one life, one shot at this. Don't waste it letting fear dictate your path. You're stronger than you think, and you're capable of more than you know. So take that first step. Break free now. The life you want is waiting for you on the other side of your fear.